Jackie was a pimp for a long time in Harlem, but that was a different life. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
She looks good in snakeskin.
I still do.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Right? But what you were doing at the time was
past.
more of like, that was more circumstantial and...
Yeah, I mean, what is a girl to do when you're 16 years old on the streets of Harlem?
Well, it's interesting for you to actually get into pimping and actually not be like one of the prostitutes.
Oh, that's how I started. That was, 13. I started selling my body. And then I was like, you know where the real money is at? Being the seller of the other bodies.
Sure.
Yeah, and sure, I still threw my hat in the ring sometimes, you know.
But that's just for love of the game.
Exactly,
you know what I mean, right?
exactly.
Like
to keep myself in fighting shape.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's important, right? Like Michael Jordan owns, I believe it's the Pelicans. He owns his own basketball team now,
okay.
right? If you think that just at a shoot around, Michael Jordan isn't getting in there and fucking jacking dudes up just for the fun of it, right?
Exactly.
Because he loves the sport.
Yeah.
You know, right? But I mean, and I've seen that in you and in your work for years now, right? Which is it's actually inspiring.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I did with my clients, or my ladies. I went onto the job site with them, and I would sort of stand. I'd be out of the way, let them have their moment. But if I saw someone slacking, I would hop into the ring and show them how it's done.
Oh my god! You know what? And how nice is that for like a young up and coming apprentice to have a boss that's so hands on, and is just willing to really jump in there and grab the bull by the horns and ride this sucker out.
Quite literally, yeah.
Incredible learning experience. Incredible, kind of like that'd have to be like a mothership kind of role at some point.
Yeah, I did.
Or was it like an alien mothership where you just kind of like abducting these? Or no, we're against that.
No, I did not abduct any of my ladies. But yeah, I thought of myself as a mother, as you said, hands on. And pussy on.
Oh, pussy on. Always on.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen your work. It's it's like reminiscent of like Picasso's Blue period.
Okay,
Do you know what I mean, right? Yeah. Like this is that you can really tell that this what would go on to be more of like an abstract artist in your later career. I mean, the stuff that you're doing now.
Yeah, it's a bit more using different
chopsticks
different tools, different materials.
My goodness, fascinating stuff. Yeah. Right? But you can really see that you have a strong foundation of the of the what's the word, like a strong foundation of all the essential skills, right? So you need to know all the rules before you can break them.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And really go off into the area where what you're doing now is more art, I would say, than actual sex work.
Yeah, I would say the same thing too. After a certain point, you have to start coloring outside the lines and taking risks with your work.
Yeah, and selling tickets.
Selling tickets.
Let's get serious.
Yeah, right? I do sell out stadiums with my work.
Which is wild because like everybody in the stadium is actually involved. So now the most successful one that you had was actually 1,300 people involved. Now was that one
1,500.
After 15? Oh, my fault. I'm gonna get at my assistant for that.
Okay.
But so in that situation, like I mean, I know that's a long day, right? But are you taking breaks in between, or is this like something that you're that you've been training for a long time, and you're just you're gonna be in the driver's seat until all 1,500 are finished?
Well, it's a bit of both. These days, I like to, I make it more of an experience. So back in my younger days, I wanted the spotlight on me all the time. Yeah, but now sense. I know I'm confident in what I've done. I've left a legacy. These people know who definitely. I am. Yeah. So, I start off the show. But around, the first act break, I sort of tap out, towel off, let one of my younger apprentices step in, and they put on a bit of a show. And then
again, though, what a great opportunity for somebody that's not going to be able to perform on that kind of stage.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, to get that experience. Paramount.
Yeah, and so then they sort of switch off. I usually have like two or three other performers that I'll switch off with, and then I tend to come back around the second act break right before the climax. It has to be enough time where I am, of course, responsible for the climax, but
okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
I want to give them their time too, is what I'm saying.
That's just the mark of a true performer,